What's up, everybody? We're just getting ready for the show to go live shortly, so don't go anywhere. We're going to be bringing you a very exciting series here between two quite devastatingly powerful teams here at the top of Division 3. This is actually the match, the decider between the top of Division 3. So, as I say, we'll be back with you in just a sec. Don't go anywhere. I know we're not live yet, but many of you that have been watching me cast Heroes of the Storm for many years are familiar with this. Unique New York. Unique New York. Zagara was denied a bank loan. Zagara was denied a bank loan. And more importantly, this noise. This is probably the premium sound effect of getting ready for a stream. Yep. You know it. If you're a long time viewer, you could probably tell me in the Twitch chat what that was that you just heard. You could probably tell me. Yep, Jabroni in the chat there has indeed correctly identified that sound effect. The noise of what was clearly snapping and then bending off was the after effect of the initial noise of unzipping the fly. Correct. Well done. Okay, well it looks like we don't have a lot of time before we go into this show, so I'm going to take you straight into the Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. This is Heroes Lounge. Heroes Lounge. This is Division 3. These two teams here that you see before you today, Mold Level Rising. Mold, of course, being the mad anger and frustration driven around this game that can cause you to go bald. Therefore, Mold. And L.O.G.I.A, there you go, a new esports franchise that bears no resemblance to Godsend from CSGO. But that being said, maybe they do, maybe they are, maybe they're affiliated, who knows, because we have seen a huge secret influx of teams, members and players all coming together and warming up, sharpening their skills as this season, I'm going to call it a season, are getting ready for some big action and some things going on in Heroes of the Storm right now, because obviously we've got new Nexus anomalies coming out with the developers. They're looking at considering changing how structures work totally, altogether, in favour of prioritizing objectives. You know, there's been a huge debate with what the developers are doing right now, and they're wanting to take some very bold chances with development of this game, so that's exciting. And the other side is the announcement that I am thankfully now formally able to talk about. In fact, before I get to the overview, I should probably come back here. That's the wrong one. Here we are. Just so I can talk about this. So we had the official announcement. I've known about this for weeks and I've not been able to talk about it, but it came out today. Yes, Method are formally putting the gauntlet down and offering players in the EU community to participate in their weekly cups in the same style of the Open Division. Each winner of each cup will win £250. That if they come first place, there's prizes for second and third as well. But £250 a week that you can win. And then you get points. Your points that you collect from each week will go towards a table. The top teams of the table will then be awarded a position to enter the monthly tournament, which will run in a similar format to previous things such as All Hallows Cup and various other things. But it'll be a cup format, and then that'll take us down to our first, second, and third place of the monthly tournament. Again, cash prize there. I think it's £750. $750 sorry, for the first place of that. So that's fantastic. I mean, they're throwing out cash money dollar bills, y'all, for to bring the community back. So well done, Method. Absolutely well done, Method. Obviously, they've partnered with Heroes Lounge to use Heroes Lounge moderation support, the website and the tournament for databases that they have there, so that's fantastic. Right, I need to take us into this, so boom, Timmers of the Moulding team comes straight out the gate here, and he says, right, I tell you where I don't want to play, and that's Alterac Pass, so that's been banned straight away. Followed, now this is the second time I've seen this in Division 3, you know, Tetra and I were talking about this recently. We're surprised, but we've been seeing a lot of bans on Tomb of the Spider Queen, which is interesting. We then have another ban coming out from Sandbag United, which is Mauld, saying that we don't want to play Sky Temple. Fair enough. A lot of people ban that map. We then saw Hanamura being chose as a map, but they can't choose yet. They've got another ban to do, so Volskaya Foundry was the next ban coming in from L.O.G.I.A. And then Timmer's reminding them, of course, that Hanamura isn't in the map pool, so they then select another map. The map that has been selected by L.O.G.I.A. is Battlefield of Eternity. That's where we're going to be going for game number 1. Yeah, so exciting stuff, and that's the wrong button again, god damn it! Right, okay, so hey listen, if you guys are new to the channel, perhaps you are, if you click follow in the corner, you get 10 points. These loyalty points are going to be valuable for you now. If you have a look down at the Stream Elements panel down below on this very Twitch page, you will see that there is a store now. And in the store, you can spend your points on various things. Some of the things that are there have intrinsic cash value in the real world, such as premium Steam keys for games in Steam. You need 10,000 points to claim one of them, but you get your 10,000 points, click it, get your game. Simple as that. We've already had people do it, and there's also on there where Tetra and I will cast anything. We will cast anything if you trade in 12,000 points. So consider the points, and you're going to get them through placing your bets in this series, which will be coming up shortly. So once we get into the draft, I will start that. But yeah, very exciting about Method anyway. Very exciting. All the games are going to be cast on twitch.tv/Method, but of course heroeslounge.gg is the website that you can sign up to enter the Method tournament as well, and track the games, the series, the cups, and everything. It'll all be done there through Heroes Lounge, army of volunteers and moderators that they have. So that's a good place to check it out. Alright, so we're just getting ready, and then we'll be getting into a game number 1. This is all coming together here. Okay, so if you just bear with us a second. Jabroni Bro pointing out in the chat there, he did this, he claimed a Steam key, and he got the Train Simulator with all of its downloadable content. Is that what you got? Did you get Train Simulator? Honestly, is that what you got? That is hilarious. If you did, that's the sort of weird shit that you wouldn't spend money on. You wouldn't spend money on, but if you got it, you'd for sure go check it out. I watched hours of Limmy doing the SnowRunner game. SnowRunner is all over Twitch right now. I don't know if anyone else has seen this. And also the one with the truck simulator, that seems to be very popular as well. So hang on a second. Okay, I'm just telling the teams that they're good to go. So I need to get the contest ready over at this side as well, so that you guys can compete. Once again, if you're just joining us, this is the series, how it looks so far. We're going to be having our first map, Battlefield of Eternity, and we'll see how it goes. Mold. And what's the other team? It is L.O.G.I.A. I'm going to try to put the O's in because that's pretty cool. Alright. Sorry, just be 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, so I have to main sidebar. So yeah, so this is Division 3. These are, I believe, the top 2 teams of Division 3 right now. I'm going to pull up a quick bit of statistics here. And I've went into the wrong division, because obviously that's what I'm going to do. Amateur series. So yeah, the Method Mayhem tournament that we were talking about earlier, that's the name for it, Method Mayhem, and that's essentially going to replace Division S now. There is still a little bit of news that hasn't been announced, and I have to hold off on discussing that, but it's going to be cool. Right, Mold Level Rising are currently in 3rd place, but they haven't done 4 rounds. This is actually round 4. L.O.G.I.A are also tied for them for 3rd place, but again they haven't done their 4th round. So the team that wins this series will jump to 1st place in Division 3. So Akundlar Academy are currently in 2nd place, right? But Mold beat them last week, and I was going to say, was it me and Tetcher? It wasn't me and Tetcher. It was me and Samu. Samu Plays, the casting manager for Heroes Lounge, that cast that game. So Akundlar Academy lost to Mold. So Mold now have a higher map score than L.O.G.I.A as well, despite having the same amount of series wins. So I think that means that Mold are going to jump into 1st if they win this. However, if L.O.G.I.A win this, then they're likely to jump into 1st or 2nd as well. So it's all on the line. It is all on the line. This is a big series. Big series. Now the thing is, we've had games in Division 3 that have been infinitely more entertaining, and Tetcher and I were discussing this the other day, than most of Division 1 so far. But it's perhaps the series that we've been casting and the maps that we've been getting and the games that we've witnessed that have produced that. But this is a series definitely that's going to be interesting. That's why people like Jabroni Bro in the chat there is saying, yes, please, cheers for casting this. I was really looking forward to this series this week. So yeah, this will be a good one. This will be a good one. This will be a good one because both these teams have been ready for this. They've been in practicing and preparing, getting themselves ready. So yeah, any minute now we're gonna start. Just as a reminder, by the way, I kind of had to point out there a disclaimer. The points that you accrue, I think you get 10 points every 10 minutes for watching this, and 10,000 points allow you to claim a free game. But you must also be a subscriber. So you have to have already been a subscriber of the channel to unlock that part of the store that will allow you to redeem your points. However, certain points you can redeem straight away. Now, I went into the draft there. I think I need to go into this draft because it's just me. It's just me. And that's got a weird box behind it with 2 boxes. That's going to frustrate me no end, but I'm just going to live with it. Alright, welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. This is game number 1 of our best of 3 here. And I've just started the contest there for you. It's live in the Twitch chat. If you think our boys in blue here on the left, Mauled Level Rising, are going to take game number 1, then you want to type bet space A space the amount of points that you would like to bet in the chat now. However, if you think their opponents, the team that I know relatively little about here on the right, are going to take game number 1. It's bet space B space the amount of points that you would like to bet. If you don't know how many points you've got, type points and you can click follow in the corner. You get given 10 straight away. If you subscribe or do any donations or anything, you get points thrown at you and you can use them straight away. So there we go. Look, I'm going to redeem some points for a laugh just now. Okay, and I'm also going to place a bet. Now, interestingly, that didn't make a... Why did that not make a noise? Anytime you're ready. I'm just looking and I don't know.
Got it. Ready for duty.
I think I know why. But I'm not going to be able to fix it just now, so I'm going to ignore it for the time being. Right, let's focus on the draft. Alright, so Rhaegar's been banned. We're not going to see the Bloodlust comp, which would work very well with an auto attack hero such as Rhaenyra, and perfect for this type of objective. We're not seeing Ming resets, we're not seeing Vala. These are 2 kind of casual picks that you would pick up against this map. We're seeing Zarya getting picked up. Greymane's also very good for the top lane. So that's that so far. Yrel, I've seen like Chris on stream and Quacknix on stream talking this week about having difficulties against Yrel. So it's interesting that Mustard has picked up that hero at this point in time. In Heroes Lounge meta, I haven't seen Yrel getting placed in a priority kind of position yet, but certainly that's what we've seen there. ETC getting banned, that's going to stop Gabriel getting to play that. Anna's been banned as well, but Gabriel's already picked an Uberak, and Johanna's getting picked up. She's a priority tank at the moment, especially with Garrosh being out of the way. Malfurion. Now, we've still got to see a healer here. Netterbeck's got to show his hand with his healer. Or Sonic. I know that Sonic really likes Stukov. Be interesting to see if he does that. He's very, very powerful, the Stukov. Plus, you know, yeah, there we go. There's the Stukov that I suspected was coming. And Netterbeck's picked up Sylvanas. That's going to give them a very, very strong pushing pressure when, if and when they win objective. So, What are we going to see? We're going to see a damage pick here. What DPS are we like? Are we going to get a mage? Is Chromie an option? She's Bronze Talons would be alright, you know. You get Thrall getting picked up here, okay. So that means Greymane's going to be in the 4 stack, and they're going to send Thrall top solo. That's interesting. Okay, Halloween, you got to pick a draft. Whose draft do you pick? I think I'm going to put all my money, well not all my money, because that would be horrendous, but I'm going to bet B, and I'm going to put 2,500 points down on the side of L.O.G.I.A. There you go. You want to take my points away from me? You want to bet on Mold level rising. There are 2,500 points in the pot for you to steal off me. And now that you know that they have intrinsic value in the way, shape, and form of Steam keys, why not just take them? Sonic Stukov is GG. Yeah, so Sonic's Stukov is very, very powerful. So let's see. Now Jabroni had 361 points to bet, so that gives him good ratio to take them off me if that goes that way. Hi there, Softbart. Nice to see you in the chat, by the way. Welcome along. Okay, so we get this. Give me your points. Give me your points, eh? Hey, I like it. All right. Yeah. Hey, listen. I want to do my redeem here. Let's see. Does it work? Redeem resets, but because this scene I think will work. Let's see. I'll make a noise for me.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
Make a noise. Still not doing it. Gosh damn. Alrighty then, welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Halloween, and I've just this second realised I've got something open that shouldn't be open, so let's get rid of that very quickly. Alright, so this is game number 1 of our best of 3 here. On the left in blue, it's Mold level rising. We've got Stukov getting played by L.O.G.I.A Sonic. He's here at a party. We've got Timmers playing Raynor. This is Jimmy. Gabriel playing Anubarak. Netterbeck is hidden back there as the Windrunner Lady Sylvanas. And in top lane, it's Mustard. Who could forget him? Look at his shiny unicorn. And their challengers. Here on the right in red, it's L.O.G.I.A. You ain't got no alibi because they're going to make you ugly. And it's Talalalol as Zarya. We got Shaya there as the best undercut in the game as Johanna. We got Thalrun. That's easy for you to say as Greymane. And I've left the best name to last here with MNY Tunichio. Tunichua. Is that an A or an O? Anyway, as Malfurion. And in top lane, Class leading solo lane there as Thrall. Let's get a look at those level 1 talents. Let's get a look at those level 1 talents. What we got here? Alright, so Mighty the Banshee Queen. We've been seeing a lot of Div 1 and Pro Play pick that up every time. It's been lower levels. Oh, First Blood is coming! It's coming! There we go. Johanna, first of all. Greymane's looking like he might chase her, but we get a well-timed shield from Zarya there. So yeah, we've seen some of the kind of I try to avoid saying pro players now because I know that it grates certain people. But when we had, you know, a lot of Premiership Series opportunities middle of last year with Heroes High Premiership Series, All Hallows Cup, Division S, you know, it was fine to say that there was still a pro scene because there was a lot of players still going about competing for cash. Anyway, so with that being absent, I'm hesitant to say it. But that level of player has been preferencing Mighty the Banshee Queen over the Quest. But you have seen certain players get value with the Quest in Division 3. Celestial Alignment. See a regrowth. Malfurion's not expecting to need any heals for himself. Rolling Thunder. Tetcher and I were speaking about this yesterday. Tetcher was advocating Echo of the Elements. No, he's advocating Thrash Lightning. He was saying get Crash Lightning and if you're in a 4 stack and get loads of damage. And I said, well, even if you were or weren't, I've seen everybody going for Rolling Thunder nowadays. And he said, really? But yeah, here's another example of it. Echo of the Elements falling out of favour and Rolling Thunder taking its place. Both teams going for their camps simultaneously here under 3 minutes in. It's level 5 to 4. A sneaky experience lead starting to pull away here on the side of Mold. For sure. And comes Sins Exposed again. Marking those enemies. Lots of damage on Zarya. She's trying to get out of dodge. Good route, potentially saving her life there from Malfurion. Early damage on the objective. Johanna trying to get into position in bottom lane. But she's telling her team, hey guys, we've got a camp over here. But nobody's stopping Mold as they go straight in and take it to the halftime show. They're buying time to clear top lane there. Timmer's booping that into the defence. And that will then clear it. They're now already in position. Gabriel's saying, guys, get over, get over, get over. You're too slow, you're too slow. I'm already complaining. He burrows out and he's going to blame his team for that. That's good defence there on the side of L.O.G.I.A. I'm just going to call them L.O.G.I.A. There's no easier way to say it. Oh, and we've got Malfurion leaving the game. I can't pause for them. They've got to do it themselves. It looks like it was only a lag spike because he's already back in position. Gabriel's burrowed in. He can't get out of dodge. His team are absent. He's probably going to take quite a lot of damage. He manages to make it out. He's okay. Timmer's consistently nailing that Johanna. She can't get out of there. Good roots from Malfurion. Gabriel's dived. Iron Skin has been dropped. And with that hold your ground, he does have more health. He's a big, beefy boy, and he manages to make it out. The heals coming in from Malfurion's very good, but Timmer's all the while just working that objective, working it up and down until it's decided to go. And there you go, objective 1. First objective of the game falling in favour of Mauled, and it's going to be pushing bottom lane. There we go, folks. What do you think of the Twitch chat? What do you think? It's level, not even level 7s yet. Not even level 7s. We're not seeing Treant on this Malf. They're going for the deeper, longer routes. No more dips and derms and damage. No utility of the Treant. They're just going all in on holding people in place. It's a very good opponent they're up against, but Mauled making it look easy as they push this in here. Yrel focused on getting that experience in top lane. Class wants to join his team, but he can't. He's got to stay top there. It's broken through the wall. His shields are obviously gone. It's half dead. I think the team know that they're going to have to back out in a minute. So this is a pretty good defense from L.O.G.I.A. They cleared it. They saved the fort. That's a good job. Job well done. That's exactly what they were after. Exactly what they were after. Oh my gosh, Gabriel. Are you going down the... Oh, he's trapped him. It's like fish in a barrel. He's going to shoot those spines. Bed of barbs coming down the way. Oh, and he's making it out. They've turned it on him. They've said, you thought you trapped us, but you're now stuck in here with us. Shia's got to make it out, though. She's fallen really low. Wow, and Gabriel goes down. Gabriel goes down. Well done, L.O.G.I.A. Lionheart 555 saying, can't win the game without that angry broccoli. Well, you know. Like Holly Valance, these statistics don't lie. Oh no, that's Shakira, isn't it? Yes. Okay, it's level 8 to 8. It's 1 takedown to 1, and it's all to play for here. Okay. And Johanna's going to back out, get her health tippy-toppied back up to full, so that she's in a better position to fight this down here. So having a look at the statistics there from viewers, obviously the contest is now finished. 67% of people were thinking that Mauled had this in the bag. 33% in favour of L.O.G.I.A. Softbird saying, Thrall comes in for the kill steal there. He needed a spray. A lot of teams are anxious about doing that sort of thing nowadays. They're worried that they don't want to seem unsportsmanship or, unseemly. They want to be professional. And I certainly know that Timmer's, otherwise known as the BFT, that plays here on the side of Mauled Level Rising, he's told his players, he says, guys, come on, let's never taunt or B-step. Let's never do a spray. I want to be treated like a professional. Anyway, so level 10's coming in favour of L.O.G.I.A. They've got the Earthquake, they've got the Cursed Bullet. I think that is indeed the Expulsion Zone. And they've got the Twilight Dream and Blessed Shield for the side of Johanna. Gabriel knew better than to fight them without his level 10, so they just soaked the lane. They've got it now, and he's diving in deep. Greymane falling very low. He's the first to fall, but he didn't get the Cursed Bullet out. Oh, that could have been the difference between killing somebody and not. Oh, disaster for them. Disaster for them. And of course, that Bruiser camp, Fallen Shaman, worked its way down bottom lane and took the camp. Took the fort, sorry. Malph's falling very low. Looks like he might die. Netterbeck's having to back out. Good shield there from Zarya, managing to keep Malph okay. Good damage against Mustard. Thanks for the follow there, Move37. Welcome along. You've just been awarded 10 loyalty points for clicking follow. It's nice to see you here. We're in Division 3. It's Heroes Lounge. It's Mold level rising up against L.O.G.I.A here. And we're on this second objective as Hyperion comes overhead. L.O.G.I.A having to back off, reassess their area for attack here. Zarya leading the charge in and pushing them off. Johanna's dropped Iron Skin, perhaps just a little too early, but they do have Zarya's shield to back her up. Thrall's gone back into lane. You see, he's got to keep that experience soak up. He's behind Mustard in terms of the soak, so he knows what he's got to do. Both teams posturing to finish this fight. There is a Blessed Shield still available here for Johanna if she sees an opening. But, I mean, we've got two beefy boys there, Mustard and Gabriel, looking really strong for their team. They're just buying space. Class has just been circled. Pincer movement here. He's in trouble. I think he's going down. They said, leave the objective, let's just get ourselves some kills. So the rest of L.O.G.I.A have seen their opening, they've said, go, we're only going to get one shot at this, get that objective. They've realised they're not going to have enough time, they're now trying to get a counter kill. They've used the expulsion zone to stop Timmers getting any further damage in. I don't think they're going to get the kill on Mustard. They've dropped everything, including the Twilight Dream. Malfurion is the first to fall. Timmers trying to push off the Greymane. He does so, but at what cost? Nothing. Zero cost. It was kill all your opponents, buy none for free. That was quite an impressive rolling roundup by the Mold boys there as they clear off their opponents, take the objective, even though they were wildly behind in terms of that race. And that's the second objective of the game, falling in favour of Mold. This one, of course, coming top lane, and I've got to stop saying of course, because I've done that a few times now, and it's even annoying me. It's level 12 to level 12. 13 talents just round the corner. Helmsman of the Hyperion, too busy playing Galaga to help out there. Excellent comment there, Software. Here comes the Hyperion as we just speak about it, of course. Level 13 talent advantage as well over to Mold. But L.O.G.I.A need to clear that objective. This is where the interesting talent changes come in. Look at that, they get a counter. Netterbeck, Timmers. They could even look at Mustard, but they're focused on saving the fort, which they're not going to manage to do. Yeah, I was saying about interesting talent changes. I didn't mean talent, I meant structure changes. This is what the developers were. They put a forum post out for people to discuss, and then they put some tweets out to get more Twitter interaction. Basically offering viewers to raise their opinion, saying like, when you're running even with an objective like that, and you can't fully commit because the structures will turn on you. You don't have that minion cover anymore, and that was really what they designed it for. Look at this aggression, Gabriel. You can't have that camp. You can't have that camp. That was theirs. They called dibs long before you got coming about there. That was crazy. But nobody taught him that. He's diving in. He's diving in deep, he is. Trying to get Holy Fury damage there from Johanna, because she's seen them group up around her. I guess that's the best way to put it. Group up. A lot of bush ganks coming in here from Mold. They're diving deep and chasing in weird ways. Class down, taking bottom Kansra camp there. He's going to quite safely get that. A lot of mercenary camps getting picked up by L.O.G.I.A here. They, whilst appear on the face of it to be losing structures through the objective, in terms of soak and camp pressure, they've been doing a very good job. Very good job indeed. That's for sure. Is Timmers and his boys just going to win this war of attrition through the objective though? And I think the answer is a resounding yes at this point in time. That's how it works. But is there a talent power spike that could adjust the team fight of L.O.G.I.A and thus win them the battle? In comes a very aggressive invade against Class. He's been caught out twice. He should have learnt from this. Class is... He can't run. He can't run. Out comes the root. It gives an escape for Greymane. He drops the cursed bullet. Gabriel loses a huge chunk of his health. The Earthquake's already there. They are keeping the chase up. This is looking good for L.O.G.I.A now. Mustard dives right in the middle of them. Argent Defender keeping him tippy-toppy-tappied right back up. Gabriel, considering the dive, decides against it, and no one dies. That's not how I saw that team fight going. But the objective is now up. So the team fight number 2 will roll out. And like Optimus Prime? No, Optimus Prime. He says Autobots roll out as they continue the next fight. Greymane looking for an opening, drops yet another cursed bullet. Zarya's first to fall. Expulsion zone's available. Zarya, you can buy some space here if you need it. No, you can't. You're dead. You're dead. That's the problem of holding on. That's going to take it to the halftime show now. Well, that didn't work out too well, Softbert says in the Twitch chat. There is a cursed bullet just about to come up here, and you've got a blessed shield. So L.O.G.I.A do have something, but I think they're just going to try and take as much shield health off of this Immortal as they can before it's won. That's the 3rd objective. Wow, it's starting to get out of control. This is looking very good for Mauld. 3rd objective of the game. It's going to push bottom lane, and they're all ready for it. Zarya going back to continue her experience soak. She's now 1.5 ahead of her opponents. Very good. This is going to march bottom lane. It's going to take the bottom walls. It's going to take the towers, but will it take the keep? That's the $1 million question. It's got a lot of shields. It's 15 minutes into the game. In comes the Hyperion. Let's see if the Helmsman's watching this time. Good shields there from Zarya. They've gotten half of the shield down. They need to get it a bit further. Otherwise, this keeps going. Otherwise, this keep is going. That's what we're saying. That's all the shields down. There goes the fountain. No sippy cups for you. Johanna, drop your iron skin. See ya. You're out of there. But Gabriel's going to fall. Wow. Sonic tried to save Gabriel, but it wasn't enough. Greymane's going to have to now deal a lot of damage on this angelic lieutenant. But the counter kill on Gabriel's it's big. It's big. It's juicy, as they would say. It's juicy. So yeah, you can see there Gabriel's fallen twice. But I mean, they must be feeling pretty safe. I mean, the guys on Mauld, they've got 2 towers there. They've lost 1 tower. That's like all their structural loss in this game so far. But hey, listen, Earth and Shields appears at 20. And these fights have been relatively close in terms of health at the end of the fights. So that massive health bonus that Thrall could offer his whole team might be game-changing. It could be game-changing. And I don't know which way Malfurion will go, but if he extends the silence, that would certainly upset Stukov and Netterbeck, and I feel like that's going to help a lot, because the extra health is already going to make the difference for Timmers as sustained damage. So really, I don't know. This I'm looking for openings here. I'm trying to find a reason how L.O.G.I.A can win this game, and perhaps I'm grasping at straws. Softbert there saying, yeah, Noob gets melted very quickly by Greymane. Yikes. Yes, but I mean, that's their only saving grace. Beyond that, Timmers is able to just erode away their health at good optical range with his rifle. Okay, they've taken the camp off them. That's a saving grace. Class has to be careful. He has to be very careful. He doesn't want to get picked off now. If he gets picked off now, it's GG. It's as simple as that. Because 1 tower, a broken wall, a gate missing, and you know, it'll just walk straight through and finish this bad boy. Alright, Johanna, don't go into worse of 1v5. Even you cannot do that. Oh, boy. Alright, here we go. This is the deciding objective. It's 7 takedowns to 5. It's level 18 to 18. Neither side with a Storm talent advantage. What? What? No! Greymane, you've been caught out. I was saying it about Thrall this whole time. Your team is rallying very quickly. The expulsion zone has been deployed. Iron Skin also being deployed by... But Greymane! You just raped Gabriel! He's only got 700 health left! The team have turned, they've spun on a dime. They've decided to chase their opponents to the end of the earth. They've said, guys, this is it. This is our one shot, our one opportunity. I don't want to lose ourselves. Gabriel's only got 150 health. He's got to keep going. Keep the chase. Don't go. Keep the chase. Get him, boys. No. Oh, well, okay. They're allowing him to reset. They're allowing him to reset. It is still a 5v4. You are fighting under an objective, but it is a 5v4. They do have half a level of an advantage on you. Greymane's been stunned. More damage. Greymane's taking the Stook off. He's taking the Stook off. That's not good. Big root coming in there. Zarya takes the damage. It's okay. Another cursed bullet thrown there. Mustard taking it on the chin like Robocop. Let's see what happens. Hyperion being deployed. Out comes a massive wailing arrow, practically from outer space from Netterbeck. The team are now scattered. They're like marbles rolling down a hill. They're all over the place. They need to get their self back together. Group up. Group up. This is your rallying moment here. In comes the shields on Class. Trying to wrap round Mustard. Mustard. Cocoon from Gabriel. Out comes the Earthquake. But you are all stuck in a very bad place there. Looking like Sonic's getting huge value. Argent Defender coming out on Mustard. Mustard's wrapping round. He's looking for something. He's diving in. There you go. Unstoppable on Tefalofalol. Falafel. Mustard. And the Storm talent advantage is now here. That is not when you wanted it. That is not when you wanted it. They're dropping in now. You've got a bolt on Netterbeck. He can chase for days, and that's used right there, right then. You get a counter kill, but you're just buying time now. Luckily, Mauled wants him. Cocktail thrown. It's a swing and a miss. You're not going to outrun Netterbeck. His Windrunner will let him in. Did he take Windrunner? No, he took Festering Wound. I keep calling it Windrunner, but it's Wailing Banshees. That's what I was meaning to say. Softbird saying in the chat there, Gabriel's going to spawn beetles just to eat his own young for health. Oh boy. And that's the halftime show complete. Level 20 is about to come in here. Right, let's see. Is he going to take it? Is he going to take my Earth and Shields? There we go. That's huge team fight advantage. We've got Rewind in the form of Unyielding Defender for Zarya here. This is going to be very difficult for them because they're talking about like a 75% shield Immortal at 20 minutes plus marching down top lane with a camp just to add insult and salt to your injury. This is going to be a tricky one. A tricky one indeed. How do you defend this? That's the question on everyone's minds. L.O.G.I.A looking to wrap round. Bad choice. Now having to come round to our team. Here we go. Unstoppable drop. They've taken half the shields on the Immortal. In comes Timur's Hyperion. Fort's at half health now. They've lost their Sippy Cup. You just got to get that Immortal down and then you've got some wiggle room. Oh my gosh. See ya. There you go. And I take it we don't have Indestructible. We don't. He's went for Radiating Faith. He was going for the upgrade on his current less shield. I don't know if that was the right way to go. Because you knew you were only going to get one team fight. Alright, you're at 80% and falling. 68% and falling. But the Immortal's at half. It's at 40% core. I think it's gone. I think this is game number 1. Yes, that's it. It is GG. Ho my ham. Wow. And that's game number 1, folks. That's game number 1. I knew this was going to be like quite a reasonable back and forth between these two teams. This is like the top 2 teams of Division 3. And they've been looking forward to playing together all week. So, I mean, I knew it was going to be dramatic, but there you have it. 15 takedowns from Maul there to the opposing team. L.O.G.I.A's number 7. I feel like Class did an okay job in solo lane, and these guys clearly, you know, had a lot of fun there. But yeah, somebody's got to win. Somebody's got to win. That's what they say, isn't it? So here's the talents for those of you that like to see their builds and see how things gone. And what I'll do is I'll just award points to the viewers that placed their bets. Enjoy, by the way, because that's 3.3 thousand points going out into the crowd. There you go. Remember, if you're just joining in, you can use those points to redeem Steam keys. If you're a subscriber, on the store below, they are there, ready and waiting for you. So make sure that you keep your points. Keep your points. Points literally making prizes for you there. So, okay. As long as I have more points than Tetcher, I'm good to software. Well, remember, Tetcher's on a massive campaign to do that. He's going to hate it because I'm sure he promised us that every cast we do, he's going to bet them all, every game. That's what he said. He's aiming to get 10, and he said he's going to claim. He's going to claim one of the things himself. And I said, go for it. Go for it. My man. I said it just like that. Alright, so, of course, an advantage moves over to the losing team, which is L.O.G.I.A. And they are offered first pick in the draft, or the choice of map pick. They are opting for the choice of map, and they are saying that Timmers and his boys Mold can get first pick in the draft. So they are going to be taking us to Cursed Hollow. That is where we're going. Cursed Hollow. Alright, so that will be interesting. Where am I? Oh yeah. So, is that where you thought the points were going to go? What happens if Tetcher becomes rank 1? That will be horrendous, Just.R. That's what that will be. I'm wanting to try something here, because I've tried this twice now, and it's not made the sound effects. It should be made. You guys should be getting sound effects. But right enough, I am missing things. Right, listen guys, give me just 2 seconds, right? If the draft starts, I'll immediately cut back to this. I'm just going to go to a break screen so I can try and fix this, because I want my sound effects to work on all my scenes, so give me just 2 seconds. Right, I think I've fixed it. I'm going to try this now. This better work. You've not worked, have you? You've not worked. It must be another one then. I'm gonna find this. If it blows my mind or not. No. Oh wait. I'm not going to find it. Right, if you're just joining us, sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to enter game number 2 of our best of 3 here today. And this, as you can see, is going to be Cursed Hollow that we're moving to. I will be starting a contest for the viewers at home again, where you can claim your loyalty points shortly, once we enter the draft. And again, you can use them to redeem a variety of things from the store below. Who do you think is going to win? Let us know in the chat. Who are you here supporting? Are there any players that you like individually? Because more and more I'm finding that Division 3 is the new Division 1, and Division 1 is just for memers. So this is the high level play that it's really got a lot of contest here. These are the two. The team that wins this moves into either first or second place in the division right now. So this is a hot contest. And speaking of hot contests, we'll be starting one very shortly. I'm just just waiting to find this pop-up, which I've clearly lost. And it's going to drive me mad. It is indeed going to drive me mad. Do you know, I think I've figured it out. It's not on any of these. That's why. It's not on any of these. I need to pull it from another location, and I can't do that while I'm streaming. Okay. So the comedy sound effects, we're not going to get them. It's probably for the best, because it was mostly Tim just raging. Okay, so just about to start now. Get your points ready as I start the draft and take us in. Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Halloween. On the left-hand side here in blue, it's our current leading team. It's Mold Level Rising. If you think they're going to win this game and close out the series with yet another 2-0 clean sheet, then you want to type !bet space A space the amount of points that you would like to bet. However, if you think on the right-hand side, our challengers, L.O.G.I.A, they don't need no alibi, they're L.O.G.I.A, are going to win game number 2, then you want to type !bet space B space the amount of points that you would like to bet. And I'm just going to go ahead, I don't need to see any draft, I'm going to put down 2,000 points on them right now. Right here, right now. There you go. So that's going down on them. We're seeing Zeratul getting banned straight away. We're seeing Gabriel's ETC getting removed from the mix right there. So what's the next ban going to be? It's a big 3-lane map, a very large map. It's a safe map, telling me a little bit about the fear that Mold possibly feel about their opponents there. Maybe that game, whilst it looked very easy for them, maybe that was a bit more stressful than they'd care to admit, as they take a safe map in the form of Cursed Hollow. Abathur being banned there. Respect ban for Sonic. They are getting rid of Stukov. So what healer are we going to see here? Rhaegar's available. He made it through the draft. So has Zul. Zul has also made it through the draft. Johanna also making it through the draft. 3 very powerful picks at this point in time. Their priority, however, is to give Timmers his constant sustained damage, of which they got good value out of. So Timmers taking that. In comes the Rhaegar, in comes the Greymane. Bloodlust now available and on the table. Let's see how that is answered on the side of Mold. How is that answered, is the question. Oh, do you know what? I think I've figured it out.
Do your worst. This realm needs
My
me.
number of casters was set to 1. So if I go to that and then click that, there we go. I'm an idiot. Hi, welcome along to Halloween Heroes, where I'm an idiot. There you go. But I've sorted it now, that's the main thing. Hey, I've sorted it now. Okay, so, and I'll move this a bit over. There we go. Much better, much better, much better. Yrel getting picked up again by Mustard. He did very well. He did very well. Why not do it again? Lei Ming was banned last time, but this time has made it through the draft. Netterbeck getting the resets, baby. Woo! He's going to be yeeting people with his orbs left, right, and centre. So Shia, are you considering Johanna again? Because you have that available to you.
The crusade calls.
Yes, is the answer. But Tassadar making it through this time. Now, Black Hole is available, and Black Hole is massive. It is massive, and it's absolutely disgusting when you get it right. But, Archon is also a slowing skill and very powerful and stuff as well, and if you increase the auto attack speed of Archon via Rhaegar with Bloodlust, that would potentially give more value. So we'll see how that goes. Muradin getting picked up for Gabriel. Oh, Deathwing. Now I haven't seen him get. Through. Listen, there's only 5 minutes left for the contest, ladies and gentlemen. I feel I should remind that to you just now. Also, I'm going to turn this light up. I don't know why it's so dark. Yeah, if you want to place a bet on either of these teams now, bet A, space the amount of points for the team on the left. Bet B, space the amount of points for the team on the right if you think they're going to win. Out of these two drafts, on paper, the easiest draft to execute is Mold. Where are they? Mold, right? So according to Tetcher and Grubby's rules, they would have the advantage. However, if Deathwing gets the value that I hope that they think he's going to get, then I think I've got a safe bet. Because, I mean, that could be horrendous. That could be very horrendous. Okay, but the points are now coming in as the players, the viewers, are betting on Mold. As I say, the winner, if Mold win this, if they win this match and don't lose a map, they straight away go to number 1. They go to the top of Division 3, for sure. Okay, welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Halloween. This is game number 2 of our best of 3 here in Heroes Lounge. The winner of this goes to the top of Division 3. It's exciting stuff. Yeah, baby. Our boys in blue, it's Mold level rising. We've got Timmers on Rainer. Sonic this time playing Malfurion. Netterbeck on Ming. Gabriel playing Muradin. And Mustard playing Urel. And their challengers. We've got Deathwing. Yeah, baby. Wow, the Earthbreaker, the Destroyer himself, getting played by Aether. We've got L.O.G.I.A playing Johanna. We've got Telolol playing Tassadar, Mecha Tassadar, and Mecha Rhaegar getting played by Tunayo. I'm going to say Tunayo. That's easy. That's right. Tunayo. And Thralduin is Greymane. There you go. Let's get a look at those level 1 talents. So we've got Hold Your Ground on Johanna. Standard. No more Laws of Hopes. The days of Laws of Hopes, long gone. We've got the Wolf Run. Who needs a Colossal Totem that you can now recast and put somewhere a second time, which is awesome? Who needs that when you can just increase the speed that you can run away from people? And reduce the cooldown of it by a second. I mean, I get that reducing the cooldown, but I mean... okay. Hey, listen. There are no wrong talent. There's no wrong talent choices. That's something that we say to people all the time. There are no such thing as... wrong talent choices. Both the teams picking up camps fairly early on. Tim going for the siege camp. An invade from Gabriel. Wow, he's feeling brave today. And you know what? I think he's going to hang about. He's called down Mustard. He's coming down from top lane. They're going to fight. It's going to be a 3-on-3 here. Johanna trying to push them off. They're thinking the introduction of Greymane is going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. Greymane... Oh, are they retreating? They're retreating. Tassadars came in. I'm having a moment where the internet is starting to freeze, but we're okay. We're back. Hello. Hi. Alright. So, the camp steal did not work out, but Timmer's got his siege camp, which is going to help Mustard in top lane. Deathwang having no assistance in bottom lane, literally choosing to eat those missiles. Alright. So yeah, talent choices. Was there anything unusual? Well, we've got Celestial Alignment again. No regrowth. Yeah, they're going all into the heat wave there, all into the heat wave. So this is the way a lot of people kind of build Deathwing now, because it can heal him for 75% of the damage that he deals, and that gives him a heal because nobody else can heal you, Deathwing, so you might as well heal yourself. And this increasing further damage and stuff, you know, gives him further healing as well as increasing his damage, because the amount of damage you deal heals you. So it's very clever. They synergize well, and I get that, you know. That is the utility of Deathwing, because he's already got his stuns and his unstoppables and everything else. So if you can sort out the healing problem that he has, then everything else kind of comes together. Although you don't bush check against this team, Thralduin. You know better than that. You've been punished for it. You know, your whole team have been punished for being out of position, being too far up lanes and stuff already. You can't go doing that. Greymane now realising the mistake, back off. Timmers capping all the while. I don't think they're going to be able to stop him. Oh, that, I mean, that was very close. It was a good effort, but they're going to now have to back off. There was a couple of points there where it looked like they could have interrupted, but you know, they just didn't commit. They felt the fear. They showed their fear. That's what happened there, for sure. Lots of damage coming out here. So, I mean, this is the thing. Look at that! Whoa! He was going to get him. He was going to get him. The amount of damage that Tassadar deals now is unworldly. Like, it's ridiculous. The comment that Tetcher said to me this week when we were casting was that you know, you play Falstad and you throw a boomerang out, or you know, you got your lightning and stuff, and you realise how pathetic it is when you see the lightning getting thrown off of Tassadar, and you're like, wow, that's real damage. You know, huge difference. Since his rework, he's a different man. He's a different man. Very similar build here on Malfurion, by the way. Deep Roots coming in again. Nature's Cure, giving you your cleanse. There's the meteorites. Now, Skyfall, giving you these meteorites, allows you to land faster. And again, heal for 3% of his maximum health. Now, are you seeing a trend here? Are you seeing a trend? Kerrigan Black in the chat there saying, let's go, Gabriel. So we've got a Mold fan. I think, yeah, the time's up. You just missed the contest. In comes a Cataclysm. Huge Cataclysm there from Deathwing. Tastar falling very low, but Gabriel managing to make it out with his life. Is Mustard going to say the same? Unfortunately not. Netterbet getting into a good position to yeet, as previously warned. Sonic falling low. Now it's a 3-on-1 on Timmers. He's regretting life choices, but so is Gabriel. Is this a debate by Gabriel? He's saying, listen, I'll keep them all here. I'll keep them all here, and we'll watch what Netterbeck does. Because Netterbeck's got more mana than they have health right now, which is incredible. Lots of sustained damage again from Timmers. Greymane thinking he's made mistakes by letting him live. Timmers is like, I can do this all day. I'll just play yo-yo, go back and forth. In fact, Netterbeck's getting Deathwing's damage down. He's, oh my ham. And now Mustard's in position. What? Netterbeck's fallen. So's Deathwing. Timmers is capping. It went all sideways all of a sudden. Who'd have thunk it? Not me. They've delayed the inevitable, but that's all they've done. They've delayed it, and in doing so, lost Johanna her life. Timmer's now safe to cap. He's happy enough taking this bad boy. It's his. Yoink. And they're now just going to have to get back into top lane, get back into their laning phase. Level 10's round the corner. Bosses are looking attractive, and that's exactly what they're doing as they go for the bottom left boss. We can see already that Mustard's got quite a consistent lead in terms of his experience soak in that top lane. He's done a very good job, you know, and both teams going for those bosses. Doing this trade is probably the best case scenario for them right now. Mustard was just signalling to his team how long they had in terms of difference for the boss's health. Timmers, you sneaky bastard, being said there by Kerrigan Black. Swapping forms there. Alright, so getting a look at the heroics, we've obviously got the bellowing roar from Deathwing. That's rather unusual. Got the bloodlust that was promised. We've got the Archon. We've got the from Greymane with the go for the throat. We've got the Bless Shield. On the opposing side, we've got the Twilight Dream, Argent Defender, Hyperion. We've got the Blast, and we've got Avatar. So Deathwing's going to clear this all the while in top lane. They're going to push on through to the other side and try and take that fort. Looks like they got it. They've got nothing else to gain from this, so they're going to back off, and that's probably the right call, because in comes Gabriel and the rest of the Moulding boys. Skyfall coming in comes Deathwing. He's in a position. Gabriel, you're going to regret your life choices now, pal, because that Deathwing's not going to let you go. Cataclysm, they've committed. Sonic, he's trying to get out of dodge. In comes the Rhaegar to give him some backup. They're going to get some good health. Could they kill him? Could they kill him? He backed out again. That's the second time in this game I have seen Rhaegar back off when he could have done something over-committing. Perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps I'm wrong. They can review in the VOD, but I feel like he could have done something with that. They're taking the camp. That's still a very good trade for them. It's level 11 to level 11, and now 4 takedowns to 3. Structurally, the game is even. This is as close as it's ever been in this series thus far. Good. Well done to the boys in L.O.G.I.A. But if there was a team that I knew that could rally behind their captain quickly, it's Gabriel and the Moulding boys. So they are going to get ready. It's 2 tributes to 1. So L.O.G.I.A and the L.O.G.I.A boys are saying that they can't give this curse up. They can't give it up. So they are gonna be ready, but they're not in position here very well. They've had to drop Iron Skin straight away. They're going to have to interrupt again here. In comes the interrupt from Tastar, but they take an orb to the face. There's another one coming. Missiles left, right, and centre. I mean, this is a very far back position to be. In comes Deathwing. Here we go. I think they were just waiting for him. In comes the Bloodlust. Huge. Big plays there. In comes the Bellowing Roar, and it hits 3 of them. Huge! Netterbeck falls down. Gabriel is looking to escape. Sonic's already gone. Mustard dives in deep and thinks, well, let's try and counter. Let's get as many trades as we can. Dwarf toss over the wall. Gabriel's going to be okay because he is a beefy boy. Just misses Mustard. Mustard's now buying time. That's all he's doing. Greymane's gone back in. They get the kill. And it's now 2 for Tuesdays as both teams have a tribute at Curse Point. This is looking exciting, fellas. This series is now shaping up. It's level 13 to 13. Talents all over the place. Siri, I'm not speaking to you. Please stop activating. No, stop typing that into my phone. Thanks very much. The Siege Giants taking down the wall. And now with a minion wave coming in, they can award themselves some time to sustain this and push on into the fort if they choose to. Notice that Deathwing is already up at the... I really need to stop Siri's narrating. Stop this, phone. What are you doing? Right, I can see that Deathwing's been doing very well in mid lane there, pushing through as well. So, for the first time, perhaps this series, it's looking like the L.O.G.I.A are getting a structural advantage.
Gather tribute or face my curse.
Now,
The choice
they're out
is
of position here. They're out of position. And the defensive position has already been taken, including the vision by Gabriel there in bottom right, on the side of Mauld. So this is going to be a difficult engage from... Oh, now he's dived into the air. Now I think that's so he can use his Skyfall ability. The tribute's not here for another 5 seconds, so both teams can afford themselves a bit of time to posture and get ready, as long as they don't give up too much damage. In comes a big attack there. Bloodlust being dropped. Deathwing immediately falling from the skies, trying to get into the backline of Timmers, dealing quite a good bit of damage. The Bellowing Roar comes out. It's super effective. Cataclysm going straight across the battlefield. Raynor goes down. Sonic's going to be the next one because your roots don't stop a Deathwing. Oh, and he falls. The team is all scattered. They're running for their lives. The wall coming in to prevent Gabriel's escape, and they get another kill. This is juicy, as they say in Jabroni's world. It is juicy plays. Rather than take the curse immediately, they've decided they're going to take the boss. This is the correct order of events, I would say. This is looking good for the side of L.O.G.I.A. Well done to them. That was a fantastic combo. It's quite clear now what they have to do. They send Deathwing into the air. He falls into the backline, allowing him to get a bit of damage on Timmers. And if the rest of the team turn round on him, he just uses his Bellowing Roar. I mean, that's 2 team fights he's managed to get more than 2 people with a roar. He got 3 in that team fight there, and the one before that he got 4 of them, and that's really what's making a huge difference, because you get Sonic and Timmers scattered and out the way and kill them off early, then it becomes a 5v3, 5v2 even, if depending how the fight goes, and that's really working well for them. Level 16 coming in, they've got a talent advantage here, and that is yet again another big heal for Deathwing. So we've seen the full trend come out in terms of that build there. In comes the boss, pushing in against a defenseless wall. Defenseless. Gabriel taking a bit of early damage there. Gabriel looking for, Thralduin looking for an opportunity, but go for the throat he is not going to do. In comes the Archon, in comes the Bloodlust, and out goes Sonic. Cataclysm from the top lane! Hi guys! I want to join here. Surely they're not considering ending? It's only 13 minutes, but they're saying, listen, we've still got the boss at half health. Let's make it work. We've got 2 of them dead. Let's not waste this opportunity. We're not dancing around their base for no reason. L.O.G.I.A taking a lot of damage there. That's 70% and fallen. Looks like they're doing it. It looks like they're doing it. What? Oh my hem. Game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Fallen rather unsurprisingly to the team with Deathwing full heal build. Fantastic play. It's GG. Ooh. Shamaka is what they would say. I'm going to have a sip of Monster TM because that's just blown my mind. Has it blown your mind? Let us know in the Twitch chat. Just blown my mind. Just blown my mind. That was 13 takedowns to 4, and I think most of the takedowns happened in the last couple of minutes. Wow. Wow. Timmer's obviously being a prime target there, as you see that most of the deaths on that team were against Timmers because they were just after him like Donkey Kong. Is Donkey Kong after people? Would you say that Donkey Kong's after people? I don't know. Anyway, so with 75% of the votes being on Mauled, I am glad to click that the winner was L.O.G.I.A with 25%, keeping most of my points. Yes, there you go. I'm stealing all the points back. No, my points, he says. Blown my mind. There you go, yeah. So that takes us back to the overview, where things once again change ever so slightly. Winner this time being L.O.G.I.A. So an advantage goes over to their opponents, and we'll find out. Yeah, so Timmers and his team have opted for first pick. So the third map is going to be picked by L.O.G.I.A. They're going to get to pick this map again. Where are we going to go? So, I mean, I'm thinking Dragonshire, Braxis. You don't tend to see a lot of Braxis, so it's probably going to be Infernal or Dragonshire. That's going to be my guess. Infernal or Dragonshire is probably my guess, I would say. Yeah, but we'll see where this goes in a minute. But it's certainly exciting. I really didn't think it would go quite that way. Deathwing just came online, and it really went down well for him. So well done. If you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, this is Heroes Lounge. It's the 4th round here in Season 12. Can you believe we've got to 12 seasons of Heroes Lounge? Fantastic stuff. This being the week of the announcement of Method Madness, the new premium tournament for Heroes of the Storm, which is in collaboration with Heroes Lounge. So you climb your way up those divisions, and then you, when ready, feel competent to enter the Method Madness, you can do so and put yourself up for a weekly prize of £250 and then eligibility into a tournament for the monthly tournament, where you will then be awarded the chance to win £750. So you could effectively go run the chance of picking up £1,750 a month. Softbear, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Pointing out in the chat there that in that last game, Deathwing just had a fantastic positioning and initiation. He sure did, didn't he? He sure did. So we're just waiting for the map, okay, so the team are still deliberating. L.O.G.I.A are wanting a bit more time to discuss it. That's what they're doing. Which is fair enough. It's like we say, it's all on the line here because this is for first place in Division 3. You will become the top team out of, I believe, 26. Is it 26 teams in that division? Let me just have a look. No, there's 20 teams. 20 teams. Why did... Yeah, because I could have sworn people were saying 26 and 27, things like that before, and I was like, really? Anyway, no. That's where we're at. Okay, just waiting, as I say, for this team to finish their conferring. And then we'll see where we're at. So, Timmers, he's been playing Raynor up until this point. having lost that game there, do I think he's going to change? That's the question. That is the question. We saw that the Stukov was banned, and that played a role. Let me have a look at the rosters that were just played there, and see if there's It's not gonna let me see it. Right. Okay. Okay. But our team's now getting back in touch with us, so let's go back over. Now, you're not going to believe this. Well, you might do, because it's the truth. But this is where we're going. Braxis holdout has been selected as the finale. I would have thought Infernal Shrines might have been a safer map pick. And if pushed against a team that you're winning team fights against, Dragonshire makes sense, but they have indeed opted for Braxis. Now, I find that surprising because that feels like a more even playing field. Unless, of course, you think that you have a strategy up your sleeve. And they certainly had one last game, so perhaps L.O.G.I.A know what they are doing. So, as we get ready to go into this game, let's see how it all unfolds. I'm just trying to get in there. So I'll start. I'll get ready to do the contest as well, because that always takes me a second. I'll get that prepped. But yeah, listen. Thanks very much for joining us here today, folks. You've maybe noticed that I've been doing a lot more of the Heroes Lounge, kind of just general division matches. I used to do a lot of these with Jabroni. There was a period of time where we would do 2, 3, 4 series a week, and during this lockdown phase, I have been up to 3 series a week, and that's big money for me, really. I think this week there's going to be 4, because it was Monday, Tuesday. Did I do Tuesday? Yeah, I think I did. Thursday again with Tetcher. I'm now doing it here on Friday, so that's 4 days already, and then I think I'm doing Sunday, so that's 5. I have been asked if I can do a Division 4 series on Saturday, so I'm considering doing that as well. So it might be 6 days a week. Bloody hell, bloomin' heck, so it is. Can't believe it. So yeah, I might be doing that on Saturday, and then Mould again are playing on Sunday. So, and Tetcher will be back for that one. So that's where we're at. Yeah, it'll be me and Tetcher on Sunday, I think. If Mould confirm and get it in the diary, we'll be there for that. And yeah, should be good. But it's good that you guys are still pitching up. The 17 that have shown themselves today. Thank you very much for doing so, because it's consistent viewership we need, and that's what makes it worthwhile and able to do it. So if you guys click follow, use your loyalty points, and consider subscribing, that is what allows us to do this and keep the channel valid. So thank you very much. Alright, so both teams are shaking hands just now. We'll get this on the road. And when I get a spare minute after the stream, I'm going to have to go through the scenes and fix why the sound effects aren't working. Because I'm sure they previously worked. I'm a bit miffed. They're not working right now. I think I've maybe put them in the wrong scene. Softbear, is that the actual? So you're obviously a subscriber. Thank you so much for subscribing, Softbert. That's ace. You've got the emote, which means you're a subscriber. Not many people have that. And that means you're valid for some of the extra stuff that's on the store that I keep trying to sell and tell you about. I don't know why we're waiting, by the way. This wait times are ridiculous. I don't know why we're waiting. They all said good luck, have fun, good luck, have fun. Ah, standard. Gabriel has said 1 minute. There was a scrim that was happening because some of the, you know, in fairness to these teams, right? I've seen these teams practicing, rehearsing, synergizing, you know, running scrims to get the best out of their players, and I think that's fantastic. So I was watching one of these scrims between these teams, and Gabriel was like, "Guys, if you're not going to show up on time, then don't show up at all." Blah blah blah. Gave them a really big lecture about this. The game started. The second the game started, he paused the game and went, "I'll be 5 minutes." And I thought, "Oh my gosh, that's so funny." That's so funny. Yes, here we go. We're in, we're in. And thank you very much for following Kerrigan Black. For doing so, you have just been awarded 10 points. And you can use those points right now, because we have just started a contest. And this light is so unbelievably bright. So let me turn that down. I'm pushing it the wrong way. Okay, so welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. This is game number 3 here. This is the decider between these two teams. If you think Mold Level Rising here on the left are going to close out the series and win and go to first place in Division 3, you want to type !bet space A space the amount of points that you would like to bet. However, if you think they're challengers, L.O.G.I.A, who just came out swinging in that last game and really surprised me and the rest of the audience, then you want to type !bet space B space the amount of points that you would like to bet. If you don't know how many points you've got, type !points. And remember, those points make prizes, because in the Stream Elements store below, there is one of the panels on my Twitch page here that you can use to redeem these points for some Steam keys and various other things. Fuck the points, you're awesome. Well, thanks very much, Kerrigan. That's very nice of you to say. That's cool. Alright, so we've got Johanna getting banned. So no surprise there. Johanna was getting some serious value. We've got Stukov getting banned. Again, no surprise, because Sonic was just unbelievable. I mean, Jabroni Bro in the chat at the beginning of game number 1, before the draft had even finished, went, "Oh, Sonic got Stukov, it's GG." So not surprised at that ban. Gabriel, obviously famous for ETC. Again, a solid ban. He's done it. So that was going to be my question. Is Timmers going to roll out the Rainer again? In answer to your question, what rank are these guys in, Plat? No, this is kind of Diamond to Master territory. That's where you're talking. That's where we're talking. Diamond to Master. However, I really feel I've got to stress this. Gabriel and some of his guys there from Sonic and Netterbeck, they played on a previous team called Senior Citizens Club that was in Division 1, and they... Gabriel was also on a team, Lord of the Pings, back in the day that got into the finals and should have won Heroes Lounge. So he's been a Heroes Lounge finalist, grand finalist, several times actually. Gabriel, I tried to persuade him and some of his guys to kind of go pro, to basically go into some of the Premiership series that me and Jabroni were running in the shape of All Hallows Cup, or some of the other kind of events like Heroes Hype Premiership Series or Division S, and he just never did it. He says, like, "I'm not interested in going into that level of the competition. It's a bit too much politics and bickering and things." And I said, "Well, you should." I wanted to push him that way. Gabriel spent quite a bit of time playing with Dreifer, who was the shot caller on EPG Frozen, who got into the playoffs of the HGC Open Division. And Dreifer is now currently playing on DNA Galaxy's team in Division 1 in Diablo Needs Affection. So that's kind of the, you know, to give you a bit of history on Mold Level Rising, they're certainly in a rather unusual place, like sitting in Division 3 and playing at this level. That's why I was saying Division 3 to me feels like a really weird Premiership Division 1, because some of the players that are here are bizarre, because they're like well beyond the scope of this division. Anyway, I've now got to catch up and explain what's going on in the draft. Deathwing's been banned, obviously, because we just saw what happened to him in the last game. Bloodlust Rhaegar, we've got Greymane, we've got the Tastar again, so they can do the Bloodlust thing. They've taken Mustard's Urel, so okay, we're seeing what's happening on the draft over here, sorry. But now, Netterbeck just got Kel'Thuzad. It's Braxis holdout, you're going to be down one lane, you're going to be focusing in an area. you're also leaving Mustard, who's proven himself to be amazing in solo lane, to just dominate top lane. So Rexxar stays top. If Kel'Thuzad and Timmers don't get caught out, boom, that's a huge amount of damage. And who's supporting you? Nano Boost Ana coming off Sonic. Sonic doesn't miss a shot because he's a little bastard, a sneaky bastard. Now that's going to be difficult for them. Anubarak coming in on Gabriel. So Anubarak deals with mage damage and things, but like, you know, he does suffer from auto attacks, and you're against a Bloodlust camp. This is very difficult to call. So, but because I want to see drama, I'm going to put 2,000 points on the side of L.O.G.I.A. But really, this is anybody's game. I'll put 2,500 on L.O.G.I.A, right, to make it interesting, right? Really, this is anybody's game. This could go in any direction. That's exciting. Clearly, the side of Mold Level Rising have committed to a hyper carry Kel'Thuzad comp with Netterbeck, right? And if he gets his Master of the Cold Dark early and starts to land his combo, which I know he is more than capable of doing, if he does that, it's going to be horrendous and it's going to get out of control. However, if they manage to pop him early in a Bloodlust composition and they don't all die, then they could rip a Rooney straight through the team. Let's see how it goes. Good luck. The contest's still open if you want to place your bets for the next 3.5 minutes. Welcome along. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Halloween. This is the decider. The winner of this goes into first place here in Division 3 of Heroes Lounge. You're watching on Halloween Heroes. On the left, in blue, it's Mold Level Rising. We've got Netterbeck playing the Master of the Cold Dark himself. Kel'Thuzad, Gabriel on Beetle Boy, Anubarak. Timmers, the man, the BFT, playing This Is Jimmy. We've got Sonic, the Party Boy, playing Ana, and who could forget Mustard, no sauce, beef without onions, playing Rexxar. And their challengers here on the right hand side, after a moment of lag there, it is L.O.G.I.A taking the rather unusual 4-man top lane. We've got Rhaegar, Mecha Rhaegar playing Tunyo, and we've got Thralduin playing Greymane. We've got Aether playing Yrel. We've got Shia, this time not on Johanna for once, and playing Muradin. And who could forget in bottom lane, Mechatastar, Tella, LOL. There you go. Let's get a look at those level 1 talents. So, no chains here. We've got Blighted Frost. And what else we got? We don't have Third Wind, and we don't have the damage on the Frostbolt. We went Dwarf Block. This is, I mean, I don't know if this is working out for them. They're just diving that tower. They didn't get the tower. They took a lot of damage. No one died, so I guess that's probably for the best. So our 4-man's going to be top lane? No, they're leaving Yrel up there, and they're rotating now, are they? Let's see how this unfolds. This is exciting, though. This is exciting. This could be... I know this means a lot to Mold. You know, they've been speaking about it all week. They've been saying, hey, listen, this is going to be our most challenging game yet. So let's see how it goes. And L.O.G.I.A, you know, great guys. Clearly great guys, because they've been playing well. And the sign of a good team is when, you know, when they're behind, they don't roll over. They find a way to claw their way to victory. And that's certainly what we've seen so far. So I admire and respect that deeply. So let's see what they can do with it. Thralduin's capped bottom beacon. Gabriel's down there by himself, but he's a beatly boy and he can bug out. Takes a shot up the back from Tellalol, but that's about all. They've got the Bruiser camp, giving them that extra armor and spell damage that they can use to push in against this wall. But they're just focused on the beacons at the moment. Their opposing side have done the same, taken their Bruiser camp. And, you know, Rexxar's going to hold that lane all day. He ain't going to lose it anytime soon, unless... And they got 2%. It's a start. So they're clearing the top. Bottom's already cleared. Mechatassadar is online, but that's about all he is, because he can't push back this fighting force. Interestingly, they've split. Right, so Mold have said, listen, they're rotating way faster than us. Let's do something unusual, right? Let's do something unusual. Let's... 2 in the top. And 3 in the bottom lane. I'm sure there's a phrase about that. If you know what the common phrase is, 2 in the you can let us know in the Twitch chat, as the remainder of the team from L.O.G.I.A have rotated bottom. They managed to dodge all the skill shots there. Well done to them for that. And have now went back top. They're just popping Misha. They're just popping Misha. They're getting experience off that, because that's 2 deaths to Misha now, so 0.5 on the side of Rexar there. Identifying that they just witnessed Kel'Thuzad in the shape of Netterbek going top there. So, looking at the experience, this is the first time in the series we've seen this, but there's actually more experience on the side of L.O.G.I.A. But they've taken the beacons. They've taken the beacons. Thralduin's trying to get his way back up to the beacon to stop it. They lost 20% for that engage. They can't really afford that. Can't really afford that. 4 members of the side of Mold in position. Shaya's interrupted during his dwarf toss. But as long as you have mana, doesn't matter what your health is, because Muradin's trait will kick in. That's about 42% now. They've got to be careful. That's Misha yet again. Yet again. They're losing another life there, but they're slowly losing the objective here. This is a war of attrition, like in game number 1, that they will lose. They weren't necessarily losing the team fights on Battlefield of Eternity, but they were losing the objective over and over and over, and that meant they eventually lost the game. L.O.G.I.A are at risk of something similar happening here again, because Mustard, honestly, Mustard's been doing a great job in his solo lane, and he's just consistently taking this objective off. No one's needing to ping, no one's needing to say anything, he's just constantly and consistently taking that beacon. Level 7 talent advantage coming in now. They've pushed in, they've done quite well, they've taken the whole wall, they've still got their wall down here, so L.O.G.I.A looking alright here, looking alright. Gabriel and his boys are committing now. That's 4 of them there, they're leaving Timmers in bottom lane. Is Aether okay? Wow. Right. They lost another few percentage there. They get Timmers! Timmers falls, and that is first blood. It took us 5.5 minutes to get there, but first blood has now fallen. Timmers is the first to go. They now have a 5v4 advantage if they want to try and do something about it. Aether dives. Shaya's got to take this. No, he doesn't do it though, but he takes it halfway. Netterbek falling low, but it's not enough. In comes the Stormbolt. It's a swing and a miss. In comes the chain. Gabriel dives. Gabriel stuns. There's no dive here, so I think Aether could be in trouble. It's an Aether wait as he falls asleep and he dies. It's a Switch reference there for British card players that might have got that. 52%, 54, and now rising. This is going to be objective number 1. I can sniff it. I can smell it now. They've committed to a camp, so they've said, right boys, let's finish it. But now's not the time to be camping, because they're going to come and invading. They've thrown out a huge bit of damage from Tassadar, and it's not hit. In comes a huge hit from Mustard. Sorry, Netterbek. Shaya's managed to avoid. They've taken your camp. That is hugely aggressive play from Mold. Hugely aggressive. Well done to the Mold boys for doing that. Commiserations to L.O.G.I.A, who not only lose the objective and now have to clear that top, they also have to deal with their own camp in bottom lane. Bad news, Bears. They're also now half a level behind, and heroic abilities looming ever closer. It wouldn't be so bad, like, you know, this map, it's not so bad if you lose the objective if you gain 50% of it yourself. You know what I mean? You've got some Zerg wave pushing back and resisting, but they don't on this side. That's really unfortunate. Okay, we've got the Hyperion, release the boars. We've got the Nana boost as expected, Shadow Fissure, and the Cocoon from Gabriel. Let's see what they can do with that. In comes the Hyperion. We're only 7.5 minutes in, and they are saying, listen boys, let's see how far we go with this. They're trying to push keep. Level 10's just round the corner. They're going to get this. In comes the chains. Swing and a miss. Alright, so they're going to get this Bloodlust, and I think they're going to want to chase them down. What are they going to do with it? Are they looking at boss? Are they sniffing out boss? I think Gabriel's saying we can consider it. Oh, Yrel. Oh, Yrel. You needed to jump the wall, but you didn't quite make it. But Argent Defender arrives in time, and you are A-OK. And we've got the Avatar, the Go for the Throat, otherwise known as and Bloodlust. We've got the Archon, and we've already seen it, Argent Defender. So they're going to take their Fire Bats camp. Oh! 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 Oh, but you've fallen asleep. In comes the Bloodlust. In comes the Archon, but he's immediately put into a cocoon. My internet fails, but we're back. And the immediate cocoon prevented the Archon from getting immediate damage, but they do steal the camp, throw out a lot of damage. Somebody's back to sleep again, looking for a rubber, but he's not going to deploy it. I think they're just going to split up. So that was a good disengage from the side of Mauled. They saw the Bloodlust and they said, nope, F this shit, I'm out. And that's what they did. They build. So nothing surprising in builds is what Softbear, no, Justior is saying in the chat there. It's level 11 to 11, 1 takedown to 1. This game is on a knife edge. I mean, I said it was going to be a close one, and this is the decider for position 1 in Division 3 here. So, oh, see ya. That is murder, death, kill. It's Grand Theft Dead as that K9 visits the pound. Gabriel looking for more. Looking for more. He's saying, I'm not finished yet. Good damage on Netterbeck. They get a sleep dart on Shia, but he's got a cleanse and he's out of there.
And the Zerg are growing agitated.
Okay. Now they've got to deal with another camp top. L.O.G.I.A, they're in a, I'm going to say, a position from behind. But they can emerge victorious. From the jaws of defeat, they can find victory. They're going to need to do something risky. And I don't know what that is. That being said, I would go as far as saying in the Cursed Hollow match before this, they probably were behind for a wee while. And then Deathwing just kind of came online and jumped seriously towards Timmers. Just like Shia is now doing. The Bloodlust has been dropped. Archon deployed. They're putting a lot of damage out. Shia's okay as long as he can make it away from Misha. Out comes the Greymane. The stun is a swing and a miss. It's going in any direction at this point in time. Tassadar tried but didn't get the kill. Good stun. Timmer's falling low, but Sonic getting the heals right on point. He's not missing a dart there. Netterbeck for the second combo unfortunately misses yet again. Tellalol looking for something, they take Misha. That's really just a courtesy kill at this point in time. Netterbeck looking for a chain, doesn't get it, doesn't get it. They really needed more value than that. They baited out a lot of heroics, but they didn't get the kills they were looking for. They really tried to get Timmers, but they didn't get it. It was close. Alright, Gabriel, I don't think he is actually interested in the camp. He's just trying to bait them out of the bush here. He is a master bush baiter, looking for them to step up, and he's not going to get them in. They're smarter than that. They said, we've seen this trick before, boys. And they're not risking their lives. But neither are Mauled. They're not, because they could have done a boss play, and they're choosing not to do it. They're saying we don't need to take risks here. We're doing quite well. Shia taking a huge amount of damage, and he is blown off the map altogether. Actually just lands on Netterbeck's heads there. Oof. Now he's going to be regretting life choices. Did I make a mistake? Did I fuck up? What did I do there? What went wrong? I think his team will be able to say, you went in alone 1v4 and he'll say, but I'm Muradin, I'm able to do these sorts of things. I've got Dwarf Toss. Yeah, but you're up against chains, you're up against a dive, you're up against a burrow and a bed of arbs and a sleep dart and a stun from Misha. They can hold you against your will back to the wall for days. It's like the Patriot Act in America. You're a terrorist, we're keeping you here indefinitely. So, yeah, that's the problem he faces there. In comes a chain, it's a swing and a miss. Aether backing off there. Now they've got a full Zerg wave to worry about here, and a boss, and a Firebats camp. This is going to be the keep. Unless sheer miracles come out, this is going to be the keep. I don't think they've got enough damage mitigation to simply deal with the amount of mobs that are in front of our faces right now. The Hyperion's gone though, but they still have Nano Boost Netterbeck to worry about here. And he's not rushing, he's saying, I've got time here. Mustard's coming to join. Mustard's coming to join. The Archon's been deployed. In comes the Bloodlust. They've said, right, we're drawing a line in the sand. This point and no more. We need to deal with you now, so we're going to kill everyone. They're putting all the damage they can. They just got to get rid of that boss. The Avatar's been dropped and the Dwarf Toss keeping Shia alive. Netterbeck's exposed, but the chains prevent him from landing that. That was an opportunity. I saw it. I agreed with him. But good counter from Mauld there. Okay, they're going to say, we've done enough. We've ruined their base. Let's leave. I needed to cough there, but thankfully I didn't do it into the mic. Hydralisk so strong. Well, that was very good, because what you'll notice, ladies and gentlemen, I like to point this out here, is this isn't a map where there has been 40 takedowns. You know? But there has probably been the same amount of team fights as games where you get 40 takedowns. But the level of ingenuity of the players has allowed them to back out of fights without risking their lives. And that's the sign of clever play there. I mean, you saw the Mauld boys go, listen, we've done what we needed to do. We're not ending. Just bail. We don't need to risk stuff here. And that's coming from a team whom have invaded consistently and taken this bruiser camp off their base, off their enemies. So it's not like they're not brave, and it's not like they're not taking risks. It's just they're calculating those risks effectively. And that's what's being demonstrated to you here, the viewer, at home just now. It's level 16 to 15. They've got the talent advantage here. So unfortunately, L.O.G.I.A need to soak this, but they're not going to get the chance to, because that engage is coming now. Got to deal with that bruiser camp. The wall's down. Mustard's got an opening for his bear to get the stun. In comes the helmsman, mounting the Yamato cannon over your base. And that's it gone. The base still intact. That's not bad. That's not bad. Now Urel's left. Good jump by Shia. Good jump by Shia. Right, Urel's back. I don't know where she went. Alright, here you go. Diving in deep. Looking for something. Deciding not to chase. But good damage on Misha. Keeping it up. Keeping it consistent. What can they do? What can they do? It's a gank! Haha! And they're swinging Rexar. Out comes the Bloodlust. Huge damage on Mustard. They're trying to commit. I don't know if they're going to be able to get it. They're saying this is it. This is our one chance. They get Netterbeck though. Big news bears. Not bad news ones. Ones that are delivering huge newspapers. As they consider lots more damage on Gabriel. They've got him isolated. The rest of the team are splitting. They're saying no. Mustard was the original target. Let's finish him off. Thralduin gets the kill. Timmers out on an island. He is, like as Dreadnought says, in a place that he doesn't want to be. Like the back of a Volkswagen. Thralduin considering the go for the throw. It's not going to be enough. The towers get the damage, but they don't kill him. He's lucky to be alive. He's lucky to be alive. Gabriel, what's he considering? Is he still in about? He's saying, guys, we're not finished yet. He's taking a lot of damage. He's burrowed out. He's burrowed out. This is huge. This is huge. But Kel'Thuzad's back in 2 seconds. That's him back already. Death timers aren't low yet. Are still quite relatively low. Oh, they could have had some. They could have had some time on there. Right, they've managed to keep him off. Right, the counter is now going in the red team's favour. Woo! That was probably too loud. That was directly into the microphone. Sorry about that. Sonically boy is what people are saying here in the chat. It's still going. It is still going. I think for the first time of the game, the red team have taken their bruiser camp in bottom lane. This is good. So at least taking that off the board for their opposition. So that's that. They're getting back into position. Now remember, yeah, if this fight goes long enough that the Gladiator's War Shout becomes a thing. Like if they get to level 20 and they get the Gladiator's War Shout, there's a real chance here for the L.O.G.I.A guys. There is a real chance, but you know, looking at the map, looking at the way things are at the moment, it's certainly looking good for Mauld. It is looking really good for Mauld. Right, Shia's going to stay there. I think he's going to bring it to halfway point. Mauld boys are going to know that they have to clear top. They're playing it very safe here, clearing every bush, using Tastar's abilities. He's going to say, right, if you go in and they're there, I'll jump. Right, okay, that's safe. They're taking it. They're taking it. This is like Mexican standoff 101. The waves on both teams. It is a Mexican standoff for the beacons here. Oh, careful now, because that is 1v5. For Gabriel, that is. And he burrows. He's safe, he's safe. This could go in any direction. The viewers at home, myself included, we're all on the edge of our seats because this is for the top of Division 3 right here. And neither team wants to give an inch and end up taking a mile because it is 3 takedowns to 4. It's level 18 to 18. It could go in any direction here. 30% of the objective already picked up by L.O.G.I.A. Even if they take 100% of this, they can't exactly walk away from their base. Oh, and Gabriel's paused the game. Oh, we have tactical pause. He needs to explain to his team how they're going to breach this. So, Rexar DC on Discord. Mustard having lags. Okay. I'm not in a position to say anything. I have to wait. But we'll see what happens. This could go in any direction. This is drama here. This is typical Division S pausing. Oh boy. The beacons are energizing. The beacons are now online. Please keep them out of enemy hands. Oh boy. He's checking the stream. That's what he's doing. Food delivery has just arrived for Gabriel. Yeah, that's what it'll be. He's answering the door. But as animations go, when they get paused, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Look at that. Doof. Breaking the ground right up. Is there any other cool animations that are going on? Pausing for 30 seconds. Yeah. He does have a limit to the pause, and I think I meant to enforce it. So, but we've got a German caster here as well. Maybe he'll deal with that for me. He'll be the guy that'll do the rules. He'll do the rules. But am I able to speak to them? I don't think I am, because I don't think they see my observer chat. That's the problem. Hopefully somebody asks. Okay. Well, let's just review where we are, because if you pause long enough that everyone forgets what's going on or where they are, then you can gain an advantage, and that's kind of looking like the territory we're in now. 5 members of the team in top lane, all grouped together. This group apparently all moving bottom, and somewhat split. But there's no way they could know where Aether is at the minute. So, alright. Enforcing with observer permissions. Yeah, no, Jabroni, that wouldn't be what I mean. Like, it would be at the end I would have to notify Heroes Lounge or something, and it would get that sorted. 3, 2, 1, and we're back in the room. Rexar taking that one, simultaneously being captured bottom by Aether. Right, we're now back. 18 to 18, 3 to 4 takedowns, but there is a camp pushing top. They now need to wrap round to defend top, and unless Urel gets there quick enough, it's going to be 5v4. They don't have the Gladiator's Warshout yet, so the game could end here just with this. They've got to be careful. Alright, they're wrapping. The Rexar gets the stun on Aether. Gabriel burrows out to safety. They've lost top keep. Mission accomplished is what they're now thinking. We did what we came, gone, here, done for. Bam! Calypsa 332. Urel looking to try and prevent them from taking some beacon progress here, but she can't get the bear off, so the team are going to have to join. This is going to be horrendous. Okay, she prevents the further progress on the objective. That's all they were needing to do. It's level 20 that we're waiting for here, because I want to see, because it's quite clear that Mold are playing the map very well, and they managed to basically for nothing get 46% of the objective, just like that, for nothing, right? Without doing a team fight, really. So they're playing the map very well. So Mold have got the upper hand. They've got a huge structural advantage as well. So with that, I want to see if the Gladiators War Shout is enough to turn the tide even slightly. Because one big team fight isn't enough for L.O.G.I.A to win this game. It's just not. From where we're at just now. 46% to 46%. The game, in terms of the objective, is neck and neck. This could go in either way. Who are you rooting for at home? Let us know in the Twitch chat. That's the fire bats getting picked up top right now. They're going to lose the objective here. You've got to be careful. They don't have enough time. That's 20. Storm tide. You don't want to fight now. Oh my. And they know they don't want to fight, so they're forcing the fight on the objective. On the boss, sorry. That's so clever. They're going to take this. You guys are at the wrong place. They're going to take this. Dropping the Hyperion as a preventative measure. He gets on! They drop the Bloodlust. But if you're all in a little position together, you're going to get hit by Netterbeck. They get the boss, but at what cost? That was 3 lives. It's about to be 4 lives. Alright, they get Misha at least. That's something. That's a 3 for 0.5 trade. They do have a boss, and they do have a bruiser camp, and they do amazingly have a sapper resisting top lane. So they've got something, but 2 against 4 on core without the Warlord's shout. This is going to be hard. Last Shadow Rider saying, let's go L.O.G.I.A, show us the power of level 20 Buttlust. Oh no, it's a disaster, he says. Oh, and there goes Greymane. Thraldoin, you did what you could, and I think that's it. That was very clever map play that led into a fantastic team fight executed well by Mold, ultimately taking win the game, I think, here. And with that, the series, I don't think there's anything they can do to stop this. It's 43%. Got your L coming out now, but I don't think it's enough. 9%, 1%, and that's it. GG. Wow. Wow, that's going to be hurting for them, because, you know, when you play a series and you just lose outright, you can walk away with that going, guys, we're not good enough. We have to practice more, we have to play more, we have to learn from our mistakes. But when you have a 30-second pause that takes your 30 seconds. That was a couple of minutes. It's a couple of minutes pause. That for technical reasons, that kind of takes away your momentum, and then you lose map play. Like, that's gonna feel painful. But the call on boss there was genius by Gabriel. Genius play there for sure. That's gonna hurt. I'm saying to the guys there, that's gonna hurt, because when you lose because you're not good enough, fair play. But when you lose, when anybody, that was so close. Very, very good games from L.O.G.I.A for sure. It's a great series, as Softbird's saying in the chat there. So I think that's the main takeaway. The main takeaway here is well done, both teams. GG's to the Mold boys, and commiserations to L.O.G.I.A. So I issue the points to those that bet on them. 75% of the bets placed for Mold, 25 for L.O.G.I.A, and there you go, 4,400 points in the pot there, and now issued out to our contest winners. And for those of you at home that are the completionists that must see this done before they pull all their hair out, there you go. It is 2-1 victory in favour of Mold Level Rising. And with that, almost certainly a first place position at the top of Division 3, which, as we all know, is the sought after place to be. They're doing very well. They are doing very well indeed. So, if you've enjoyed what you've seen here today, remember to come back. We will be here possibly tomorrow. What time? What time am I back? There's a series by Just.A.R. He asked me to cast. I was going to have a look at that. I think that's season 12. It's tomorrow, but it's Division 4. That's what I was trying to check. I think it's round 4 for them as well. And it's 31 APM, who are 28th in the league at the moment. So they're needing to step up. For sure. So let's see. They're playing again. Yeah, they're playing at 8:30 UK time, so 21:30 CEST tomorrow. So yeah, I'll cast that. I'll cast that tomorrow night, and we'll see how that goes. They're against Fat Shove, free agent team that's been put together, versus 31 APM. Yeah, I'll cast that tomorrow. And then I'm back on Sunday with this team again, Mold Level Rising. They're against their next opponents. And Tetra will be back with us for that. So that should be good. That should be good fun. So I think that's us, right? So what I'm going to do, I'll just go over at the end scene here. I'm going to take you over to another stream. I'll take you over to Twisty J's, right? So tell him I said hi, right? Because this guy's pretty cool. I like him. And he's always really laid back and playing cool tunes. And I've seen him smoking on the channel. I believe people that smoke are cool. No, they're not really. But it's... in fact, I definitely shouldn't be saying that because I think Blizzard's got rules about that sort of thing. I can't spell his name. Right. Oh no, yeah, did I get it right that time? I did. Okay, so I'm putting you over to Twisties. Tell him I said hi and where we came from. Alrighty then.